Hello, my name is Michael Robinson. I'm a professor and the Chen Fong Fellow in Entrepreneurial Finance at the Haskayne School of Business of the University of Calgary. I'm here today to tell you about an exciting new program we're developing in the executive education area of Haskayne School. We're titling this program Enhancing Private Equity Governance, and it's intended for two key audiences. First, entrepreneurs of early and later stage companies that are trying to build an organization that is sustainable and will allow them to scale up at some future point in time. There's also potential advisors and directors for those early stage companies. And what we've noted is that there's a number of impediments to the success of early stage companies as they go to develop across time. And a lot of this is based on just a lack of understanding by the entrepreneurs of what is required to really build an effective organization. We know that many entrepreneurs are technically sound. They have wonderful understanding of the value add they can bring to society. And yet they have to realize that they have to build an organization to be able to deliver that value. And there's issues that they run into along the way, either legal issues or IP issues that they may not have thought about. And sometimes those issues are too difficult to overcome, and not having a sense of what the requirements are as they build their business can get them in some problems. Also, entrepreneurs tend to have these well-known decision-making biases, and we want to give people an understanding of how to overcome those biases. And one of the key ways to overcome the biases is to have effective advice. Academic evidence and other insights that we've gained from our participation in the Creative Destruction Lab program. We started the CDL Rockies program here 3 years ago, and we've had the opportunity to observe these wonderful entrepreneurs as they build and scale their business through time. And we know that they have benefited significantly from the quality advice they receive from the mentors in the program. Also, we know that if you're trying to set yourself up for a future financing round from an angel or a venture capitalist, that if you have built an effective organizational structure which incorporates effective governance, then you're more likely to be able to attract that capital. On the other side, we've had a lot of experience for the last 15 years working to deliver the Directors Education Program in conjunction with the Institute of Corporate Directors and the Rotman School of Management at the University of Toronto. That program is 12 days long. It provides insights into what it takes to be an effective director in many contexts, but we really don't get the time to drill down into the private equity governance situation. And the issues in private equity governance can be quite complex and a bit unique. And so we believe that this program will serve as an augmentation or a supplement to the Directors Education Program for people who've already built a strong understanding of what governance is all about. So we've developed this unique program, which is going to bring together carefully curated and selected Alberta-based technology entrepreneurs who are interested in understanding what are the steps they need to go through to be able to build an effective organization. And we brought them together in the room with these seasoned advisors who have a wealth of governance experience, expertise, knowledge, as well as some specific industry knowledge. Now we're going to pair them together to see if we can create a mutually beneficial learning opportunity that will lead to massive success for these startup ventures. So the program is a cohort-based program. It combines online content along with a full day of intensive discussions, case analysis, and small group meetings where our entrepreneurs as well as our potential advisors can get together and learn about these topic areas and see if there's some kind of magic that occurs between them that will allow them to maybe work collaboratively together in the future. So the program is structured in a series of modules. The first module is an online component, as I mentioned before, that entails a basic knowledge of what corporate governance is all about. And this is intended to bring the entrepreneurs up to a level of understanding, not as high as what they would receive in a 12-day director's education program, but at least understand the issues associated with governance so they know the language that's being spoken when the advisors tell them, here's things you might want to consider. Then we have a module 2 that is going to entail both parties coming together to understand what are the unique governance challenges in a private equity situation. And then module 3 brings them together for a full day session, as we talked about earlier, where there'll be the opportunity to tease out some of the nuances of private equity governance, understand some of the practical implications of the theory that is provided in the online discussion, and an opportunity to develop some networks through the collaboration that takes place in the classroom. So from our perspective, the program benefits for entrepreneurs are that they will get insights into how to develop effective corporate governance practices so that they can build a truly world-class organization. Also, they'll gain insights from their peers and from seasoned business professionals about issues that might be of relevance to them as they develop their business. And finally, they'll get the opportunity to develop a relationship with potential advisors and directors as they go to develop their business. And we'll talk about what is a sequence. When does it make sense to think about bringing on advisors? And then when does it make sense to think about bringing on directors as they've developed their organization? For the potential directors and advisors, we see a number of benefits here as well. As I mentioned, this will allow you to expand your governance knowledge into an understanding of the specific nuances of governance in a private equity context. You'll gain insights into some of the emerging technologies in Alberta from your interaction with the ventures and the founders of those ventures in the face-to-face meetings. And also you'll identify potential opportunities for you to act as an advisor or as a director for one of these high potential startup firms. The program cost and application details are provided in the attached course brochure. Applicants will be accepted based on a number of criteria, but one of the things we're going to ask you to think about is why you want to take this program. We want to make sure that all the participants are coming to the course for the right reason. So we're going to ask you about your motivation, what you hope to gain from the program, and what value add you will bring to the program. And we'll go through that, review it, and try and get the best possible people in the room so that there's the most complete learning opportunity for all participants. And we'll monitor your progress as you go through the online course to make sure you're actually completing the modules, because we want people to come into the May 5th face-to-face session with the same level of understanding. I hope this introductory discussion has provided you with enough information to make a decision about this program, but please don't hesitate to contact me if you require any additional information. My contact information is provided on the brochure as well as on the slide behind me. Thank you.